Probably for the best that I'm recording this late. A whole lot happened last night, but before we get to that, let's cover the ugly business. He just looks so sad, and especially in this squatted position, he looks so... oh my goodness. Just the worst. I will admit that the gray doesn't look as plain and dead under, like, normal, natural lighting. The car looks fine, I've said that before. It's a fine looking car mode. Just such a heinous design. I hate how he looks. He's like pitiable, like an ugly dog with no legs. I don't know. Whenever I see his face, all I can think about is that formative memory of watching him being executed and his head rolling away. Trypticon in hand sure looks like Trypticon in someone's hands. I wonder if we're gonna get a Thrilling 30 Metroplex re-release. Maybe they'll give us a new Metroplex, because that is like, what, 13 years old now? I don't need it, but I certainly would not mind it. Oh, but it's small. Ugh. I mean, I guess that makes sense, given that it's, you know, supposed to scale with the Scourge. Rumor, War for Cybertron Siege Deluxe Prowl reissue incoming? Wouldn't that be silly? And as I was hoping for, we are in fact getting Death Cobra. He doesn't appear to have a waist, and he is looking pretty hinky. Possibly even a little stinky, some might say. But considering there's another world where we wouldn't have gotten him at all, I'm not really bothered. I am simply happy that we are finally getting an actual Death Cobra figure, as much as he doesn't look great. Ooh, this is tasteful and not at all cringe. What is it about the bear bricks that makes them so expensive? Is it like Supreme, where the, like, name brand just inflates the price artificially? Google Transformers inflation for more info. Yeah, a paltry $280 each. Who is buying these? Rich people, I guess? The kind of people who know what Bape is? Who is Baby Milo? Is this like a character, or is it just like a cute monkey? I don't... You know, this is the same energy as Supreme Optimus, which is to say, severely trashy. And would you look at that? I'm asking this politely, because I am very grateful that they're reissuing old figures. I'm glad this is becoming a normal thing. With no sarcasm, with no meanness, with no hate in my heart. Who is asking for these? Even TFW. Huh? Was Trailbreaker hard to come by? Wait, did they get rid of, like, the gross poop paint? I don't actually have Prowl anymore, so is this just what he's always looked like? I don't know. It's a decent toy. It's better than the Earthrise version, but I just don't understand really what we're doing here. There's a certain relief that comes with not buying super expensive things. And while I did have slight regret not buying the TFCon Grand Scourge last year, it's a pretty major comfort in a financial sense that I don't have to buy this one now to go along with him. I'm sure he's great, and more power to you if you're getting him, but I'm happy he's not my problem. Another day, another third-party Legends figure from a new company, in fact. Looks like a decent Jazz, you know? Seems to be very early stages, but you can see off to the side here another thing they've announced. This is Galaxy Toys, by the way, apparently. I don't know who this is. I don't know if they've ever done anything else. But there's something else coming a little later that I am more interested in talking about. Because, you know, Jazzes are kind of a dime a dozen. Speaking of a dime a dozen, here he is again. Apparently dramatic capture is going in for these three. And as someone who only likes 1/3 of these figures, this is of no temptation to me. Although I heard a rumor that they might be released without clear plastic, so maybe they'll be more enjoyable, but the clear plastic on these two really did ruin them for me. Wheeljack was the only one who got it right, and I'm excited to see how good he looks from a distance. Mark your calendars for another terrible pre-order experience. Whose website will stop working first? Walmart or Pulse? Only one way to find out. Ooh boy, this one's gonna be tough to decide. Oh god, these are very blurry. Were these the highest resolution pictures they had? I think there is a genuine argument to be made for either, and I'm gonna struggle with it for a while. Kind of hoping that one of them sells out quick so that, you know, God decides or whatever. Talking about both of them, the toy looks incredible. It really feels like they're capturing the spirit of G1 here. Like all these little sticker details, not accurate to the cartoon or anything, but it feels like something that would be on a hypothetical G1 RC toy. And on the one hand, I think that purchasing this one would be more true to the spirit of the whole Missing Link thing. Like this is the RC that we should have gotten. It's basically her Toy Colors Galvatron equivalent. But on the other hand, this looks so good. This looks pretty good. I do have a soft spot for the prototype colors, but this pink is gorgeous. And the alt mode. It's so frustrating to me that we're getting a really good like RC with alt mode integration, and it's only in Missing Link. Making the exhaust ports her shoulders so that she doesn't have a massive unwieldy backpack. Where is this energy for Studio Series RC? Come on. Hopefully this is an omen for RCs of the future. Maybe we'll get some more good RC toys. As far as I can tell, we haven't really gotten a good one since Titan Titans Return. I'm currently leaning more toward this one, but we will see what happens when the pre-orders go live. I can't be held responsible for what I do. And I also am not looking forward to its inevitable price tag, which I'm gonna guess is like $90. They're making me pit two baddies against each other. It's difficult. These are cute. I don't want to talk too much about them because I know some of the freaks in my audience will be excited for finger puppets for very different reasons than you should be. But come on, that's look at his little face. He's so grumpy. $12 each? Yeah, I don't think so. Cute though. Evan with all 7 gray color prototypes. Good job, auto captions. Ooh, he looks good. He looks quite scrumptious. Leo, Zach, Guy, Hawk, Hell. Oh, my favorite character. Bat, Daruga, Kill by... You can't say that. That's looking a little ropey. That is very clearly just the body. I do appreciate that it's all built in at least. Hopeful first tier. This must have been filmed a bit ago. A nice pleasing amount of greeble on all of them. Elbat over here. No. Absolute cowardice to be calling them the chest force, but whatever. Oh, and we got 5-pack Hound for scale. Okay. So they're like generous deluxes. Whew. That is a happy size though. Victory fans, is this accurate? I am sad that we didn't get to see any more back shots because I would love to see if Jaruga's head is peeking out. Is that what his name is? Jaruga? Jaruga? I mean, according to the auto captions, his name is Daruga, so I wouldn't have minded if he was a little bit bigger, but you know, it's a 7-person combiner. I still think the price tag is pretty reasonable, and I am excited to see more. Here's the Galaxy Toys stuff that I'm interested in. I have a real love and affection for Roller, but they also have the little Prime drone. I do not care what Optimus these are meant to go with. I am buying them for them. Like, look how tiny Roller is. And the drone gets his own robot mode. Like, Roller being his own dude, that's kind of precedented at this point, but I have never seen this little guy get his own thing. They look so small and so precious, and I am 100% buying them the second pre-orders go up. And then here they are in scale with, is that New Age? I don't actually know. This might be different companies. I don't recognize this Megatron. I don't recognize any of these, honestly. I don't know who these are. Who are you people? But I guess they're doing Reflector too? Galaxy Toys has my interest. Here's what I thought was going to be the most exciting part of the week before the convention happened. Cyber World looks positively delightful. Oh man, where to start? First off, I love this. It's so dumb, and it is so clearly the Last Night Hound. I saw someone pull up a picture of what toy it is specifically, but look at the arms, look at the feet, look at the alt mode. It is a barely repurposed The Last Night Hound. It's so funny. He looks so doughy and silly. The Bumblebee, I'd say, is pretty underwhelming. Optimus in a similar fashion, but everything else, Bull Megatron looking good as ever, and we have confirmed price tag of $9.99. Galvatron, but he's bearded with a dragon mode and like a little gun character. Is this like its own little guy, or is it just like a cool weapon? I don't know. I'm into it, whatever's going on. It's giving Cybertron Scourge. We got a plain Mirage with like a Peter Griffin looking face.
Holy crap, Lois, that's just plain cool.
A chocolate colored Snarl? Asymmetrical? What's going on with them? This has to be an homage to that one episode where he disguised himself as a car. Oh my goodness. Skybite fans are eating phenomenally this year. And then on the bigger end, we've got a big Grimlock. A big silly looking Grimlock. It doesn't have cheeks. He's so dumb. And I love that there's cross compatibility with the smaller figures, and that's $30, so that's not horrible. And then the big ticket item, which I really hope goes on clearance at some point. Look at this Scorponok. Oh, and he's massive. He's like a whole playset. Some kid is going to get this for Christmas and be a Transformers fan for life. I guarantee you. This is the stuff that childhood is made of. Look at the colors. Oh man. If it was like $45, I might honestly go in on it, like full price. 60 is just a little too much for a girl like me. But yeah, if it show forms long enough that it gets discounted, you could see this on an episode of Discount Dive in a couple months. Maybe more like a year. But yeah, I would love to get this thing. The must-haves for me are Bull Megatron and Car Skybite. If they catch me on a payday, I could probably be persuaded to get Galvatron and Mirage and maybe even Snarl. Everything else is not really in the purview of my interests. And look, I like Earthspark a lot, okay? I think season 1 was great. I think the toys are very good. I do not think it was a great kids toy line. I don't think they really did enough to appeal to children, but this feels like it's got the magic back in the kids toys. Brightly colored and weird and out there. You're telling me a kid's gonna see Bull Megatron and not want it? Only way a kid is not getting this is if I get to it first. As is usual, I've seen people whining about it. It's just toys, ugly toys made for kids. Why would they do it? Put budget for kids. Shut up. Grow up. Let kids have kids toys. guys, this is amazing. Man, I'm excited for this line. And then of course Cyberworld was immediately overshadowed. I forgot about these listings, and I was under the impression that the Hot Wheels collab was just gonna be more Hot Wheels cars that look like Transformers, but taking two like iconic Hot Wheels car designs and making them into transforming figures, these look stunning. I love it. I love it. I love it. Just cool new robot designs. Oh my god, he looks so mean. The skull becomes the chest. It's incredible. The arms do look a little stumpy, and it doesn't look like they have wrists, either of them. So I'm hoping they're not more than $50 for the set. Oh wait, are they being sold individually? Okay, so 25 each I feel like would be super reasonable. They seem to be pretty small, fairly simplistic engineering wise, but these are some great like original robot designs. I am loving these for sure. I would love to see them do more goofy Hot Wheels designs in Transformers form. The paint is so shiny. Oh my goodness. Hopefully it's durable. We have a long awaited reveal that a lot of people are amping up. I thought they had me when I first saw him, but I don't know. This really isn't doing much for me though. Overly kibbly, a little bit stumpy. Maybe I'll go in on the Combaticons. But as far as things that I am actively excited for, he is perfect. I've just noticed he doesn't have wrists, which is a cowabummer for sure. However, look at him. Real cute alt mode. I like the weird Cybertronic. I don't know what these weapons are, but they're awesome. But look how small and stumpy and mustached and goggled he is. And I love the wheels being incorporated into the chest. This is a great aesthetic look. Genuinely, Alchemist Prime might have climbed to the top of my most excited for Primes list. That could be the Fresh Toy News smell talking, but I don't care. He's so adorable. I love him so much. And speaking of crazy exciting Primes, I did not know that ONYX was going to be a leader class. I equally did not know that they were going to be a triple changer of sorts. I mean, you can argue that the Centaur mode is just kind of an alt robot mode, but like with the mask down and the staff and the legs out, this is what I come to Transformers for. Weird, cool, out there. Like, what are we looking at? What am I looking at? When can I pre-order it? He's got a staff that's also a bow, and he's a centaur, but he's also like a griffin. He's a big furry winged person. To the furries in the audience, are we getting any gender envy from this? This is incredible. My only hope is that the wings are not a soft rubbery plastic. I understand if they have to be, but I just hope it's not the kind of plastic I have to worry about like rubbing up against other painted plastics. I wonder if they've solved the melting thing yet. It'd be nice if somebody would confirm that. But yeah, this thing looks sick. This is an immediate pre-order for me. It feels like an event. I don't know. This is leader class is back. Face sculpt is so mean, and the fact that this can like close over it. I wish they had some other figures around him. Like I know they want him to be the centerpiece, but I'm curious how big he actually is because he looks massive. I wonder if he's like Megatronus size. I don't know. But posable fingers, wrists. It looks like he's got all the articulation you want. I love the way that the legs come up over here when you're not in Centaur mode. That is such an interesting design idea. Oh, I am smitten with this for sure. A lot of people are excited over this, and I'm happy for the Devastation fans who are going to be able to troop build these. The Earthrise Seeker mold is a little underwhelming, and I find the Runabout, Runamuck, whatever they're called, mold to be pretty mid. The colors are gorgeous, and I would be lying if I said I wasn't severely tempted by a little car man with a sword, but I think this will be a pretty easy pass for me, honestly. This, on the other hand, I will not be able to pass up, partly because I am going all in on any Pretender updates, and Carnivac is an inspired choice, but also look how good Fissatron looks. It does unfortunately appear to be the 5-pack Hound, like the Detritus mold retooled instead of the Siege one. I just hope that the plastic feels better here. I hate the way Detritus feels in hand. It's very like thin. So crossing my fingers and hoping that he feels better in hand, but he certainly looks the part. Carnivac looks decent. It's just Weird Wolf again. I don't know what you want me to say. Got a little bit of a Walmart preview. I am honestly pretty cold on this. I did have the original Cybertron Sideways, and I quite liked it, but I also had the original Hotshot, right? And so I thought getting the updated version would just be a childhood dream come true, but it really kind of just felt like that original toy without any of the magic or the pizzazz or the heft. That is exactly how this looks, and honestly, I think they would have had me if he had his light piping face, but the fact that this is just bland orange plastic, I might not even get this, honestly. It really does just look like the same figure, but slightly better, which I know is the point of Generations or whatever, but if I see him, maybe. It is nice that he appears to be his own original mold, but I'm pretty sure the transformation is going to be pretty much identical, and he's just going to be light and small, and That said, the nostalgia goggles are fully on for Excellion. Fully on for Excellion, that's something, right? So I will probably still be picking him up at some point. I also love the blue Cyberplanet key, that's nice. I heard a rumor that they were going to bulk up Perceptor a little bit, and I don't believe they have. Have they? I don't know. It does not look like he's been hitting the gym. He looks pretty much the same to me. The colors are better for sure. I'm glad that I sold my Perceptor, because the only reason we're getting this set, let's be honest, is Ramhorn and Ratbat. Although Ratbat really does not look right. Like the paint and the plastic together, and then the red tab, which is obviously molded from Perceptor. I don't know, man. Something's just off here. Colors clash and the backpack looks sloppy. I think a brand new mold would have been a lot better. Ramhorn's perfect though. No complaints. He's so little. He's just a little guy. The big Scorponok. Oh my god.
Holy crap, Lower.
Yeah, this line looks incredible. This is a nice diorama. I'm loving this. And then final shots of ONYX. Just gorgeous. My, oh my, he looks perfect. I adore this man. I am okay with the fact that he does not have wrists. He doesn't have weapons that necessitate them. I am aware that I am going easier on this figure just because I find him so delightful. But come on, look at this. So he's stubby, but he's still big. Like, he's bigger than Crasher, it looks like. Yeah, I think he's gonna look great in the Prime lineup. I thought at first he might be a retool of the Reactivate Soundwave, but no, it's just a similarly shaped vehicle. Looks fun, looks cute. I love his dead, gormless eyes and his mustache and beard. Oh, goatee, some might say. Leave me alone, I'm frazzled. Positively frazzled by this beautiful boy. And our first look at our first Skybound figure. It is just Siege Jetfire again, but I'm fine with that. I love Siege Jetfire. I'm hopefully going to be selling mine soon to make room for this. I want all of the Skybound figures. The fact that it comes with little O-ring G.I. Joe style Derek and Solila figures, delicious. I can't wait. I am so excited. I didn't think I could be more excited for Age of the Primes, but here we are. Zubers, etc. Have a good night. I never represent, baby. Back to the wrong